Welcome back to my channel. It's Cozy Christopher. Today we're going to talk about the eXtremeRate Rise4 Remap Kit. Now they were nice enough to send this out to me, but as you all know, it's my own opinion, it's my own review, etc. All of the good things, right? But what I want to talk about today is this kit. There's a ton of videos out there as far as like how to install the kit. eXtremeRate has a very detailed video themselves that will walk you through each step by step of how to install that. But today I want to go a little bit more in depth of the actual use of the controller, because we always see people installing it, but I want to make sure you see what it's like to use this controller. And so for starters, it is right, it looks like your average controller here, right? Your average PS5 dual controller, but on the back you will see the remap kit, and it comes with the entire kit. And so it comes with this back plate here that is the back, and it does add grip to the controller, really nice grip to the controller. And it has these 4 buttons that you can remap buttons to, and you can remap up to 15 buttons on this controller. And so that is your right left trigger, right trigger, triangle, square, circle, cross, right R3, left L3, up, down, left, right, all of those buttons. So you can remap all, touchpad as well. You can remap the touchpad. And you can remap all 15 of these using this one particular kit to these 4 paddles in the back. And as you can hear, they are clicks, so it's not mushy or anything like that. So it is a solid add-on. In order to do the touchpad and the L3 and the R3 button, you actually have to solder it. Meaning you have to use a soldering kit to connect the metal tips to the part on the control board in order to use that particular function. Now, you do not have to do that to use this particular kit. If you do not mind not having the touchpad and not minding having the L3 and the R3 button, you do not have to solder anything, which drops it from 15 buttons down to 12 buttons, which is completely fine, as most of us aren't going to remap the touchpad or the L3 and R3 trigger. But you can if you would like. If you don't like pushing down on that, then if you want to solder, you can definitely remap that to these buttons on the back if you would like. And so what I want to do today is I want to compare this one to the Scuf Reflex, and then we're going to do some gameplay with this. And so I don't actually have a Scuf Reflex because the Scuf Reflex is $199 base, whereas this little kit here starts at $42, I believe, or $44. Either way, that is 25% of the base of the Scuf Reflex. And so Reflex FPS is going to have the trigger adds as well, which will allow you to make those trigger pulls shorter, or instant trigger pulls, so that when you're playing those FPS games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, etc., it's not a full trigger squeeze in order to fire off the firearm. It's just a quick click, and that will make it faster. So Reflex Pro in the middle is the one that most people are going to get, because the Reflex Pro keeps the vibration in there, whereas the Reflex FPS does not. And then there's your base Reflex, just your base Reflex, and this is the one that I said starts at $199. And so, if you were to click on here and compare them, it comes in black or white. You're able to go in here and customize it and all those good things. Now, this is not a review on this particular product, so I'm not going to go over it. But what you will see is that every time you touch this, it's going to add to the price. And so your base price is $199, but if you decide to add light gray to it, go ahead and add $14.99 to it. If you're going to add any of these type of colors, go ahead and add $30 to it, right? If you're going to do any of those things, you're adding to the price. So I just wanted to show you that product so you can see that with that base product, which is basically the base controller with just the added remappable buttons, is going to cost you $199, and then if you add any flare to it, any color or anything like that, it's going to cost you per additional add-on. So here we are on Amazon, where we're looking at your Rise4 kit, right? So $42.99, and as you can see, without paying any additional cost, you can get this Rise4 Remap Kit in several different types of colors and styles. So you can get them with just flat colors. And what I mean by flat colors is like single colors, right? And then carbon look. But then you can come over here and you get them with the grips. Same price, $42.99. But there's different variations that you can look at all for that that's the one I have right there, $42.99 kit. And obviously I got that white and gray to match my aesthetics in my office. You know, I love those white peripherals. But I'll read it here, and it works for both the BDM 010 and BDM 020. Here is the clicky hair trigger buttons for another $14.99, and that is compatible with the Rise4 kit. And so you can do them both at the exact same time. You can add the clicky, the trigger click kit along with the Rise4 Remap Kit, and you can do that all for around $60. All right, so I have Call of Duty Warzone pulled up just to show you how to program the controller using the Rise4 kit on the back. So it's pretty simple. You are going to hold down the button on the back here, which is, this is your program button. So you're going to hold it down in 3 seconds until the controller blinks or the light turns on. Now you have a red light there. And so in order to program it, you just hold down the button that you want to program. So I'm going to go left trigger and left trigger. I'm going to hold it. And you can see it on the screen there. And then you see the flash. And so I'm going to hold down right trigger. And then once you program your buttons, you're going to hold down the program button again. And then you're going to try out your controller. And you can see it there on the screen. Flurry of combos, flurry of combos. So that's how simple it is to program your Rise4 controller. Okay, so we're just gonna do a quick test on the Samsung S95B using the new triggers that we just programmed. So we're gonna run through, so sprint, jump, crouch, hold to go prone, slide. Okay, we're off. Okay. All right, let's go. Give me that, give me that. Let me get that too. Let me get that. Uh-oh. Sorry, maybe. Oh. Uh-oh.
Gunfire will alert you to an enemy's presence. Open your tag map for a clearer view.
There he goes.
There's an enemy nearby. Let's move. Taking fire. Get close to revive me.
I'm coming. Get this gun real quick. See if I can keep the triggers like this. No, I'm good. Let's roll.
In Warzone, every operator is equipped with an armored vest.
We good.
We're splitting up. I'm heading up to that sniper perch. You go on ahead. You can ping anything for your team.
Oh.
shit. Right. Almost lost to the computer. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so there you have it. That is the eXtremeRate Rise4 Remappable Kit for the PlayStation 5 DualSense controller. And like I said, it saves you a lot of money. There's a lot of different options that you can purchase from Amazon, whether it's just changing the buttons, adding LED to your buttons, LED meaning RGB, or face plates, back plates, etc. The FPS quick trigger for your triggers, but you can reprogram again up to all 15 buttons on the controller. It's pretty simple to put in. You do have to take your time. So I will say, plan to have about 50 minutes to an hour to clean it up. Make sure you have good lighting so that you can see all the small things inside the controller once you take it apart. But the video that they have takes you through the whole process step by step. So pretty simple. As long as you are comfortable with opening and touching devices with a screwdriver, small screwdriver and things like that, and tugging without ripping away. So take your time, pretty simple to get it done. But any questions you have, ask them in the comment section below. Again, I will, in my description below, link the video for my build there, where I kind of just hung out, watched the video and put it together. So again, let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Go ahead and save yourself about 200 bucks by purchasing this kit for $42. As always, stay cozy in that crazy world, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.